Hi, my name is David, and lately I've been working on a database project in my free time. I wanted to create a fitness application for people who enjoy going to the gym to actually be able to track their workouts a little bit better and actually eventually be able to track their progress and be prompted for whenever it's time to increase the weight that they are currently lifting. So to actually implement this database, I created various different database schema. I created four primary objects: the users, the workouts, the exercises, and the sets. So a user object is composed of a unique user ID, a username, a password, and a timestamp that this user's account was created at. Then we also have the workouts object, which contains a unique workout ID, a user ID to establish who created this workout, a name, and a timestamp to indicate when this workout was created. Then each exercise will have an exercise ID as well as a workout ID to indicate which workout this exercise belongs to, and a name for which exercise this one is. Additionally, sets will have a set ID as well as an exercise ID to indicate which exercise this set is a member of. Users will be able to enter in the way that they performed this set at, as well as how many reps they performed for this set. And we have that auto-generated created at timestamp. So just to kind of talk about the general layout of what a user would be able to expect whenever they're going through this application. Initially, the user is going to be dropped at the account management page, which is then going to reroute them to the home page, which will then let them transfer over to the workout page. And each of these things that I have listed here, these bullet points, are different endpoints that I have set up within my API using Node.js. I'm going to go bullet point by bullet point to demonstrate the full functionality of this application in its current state, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So just to begin, for account management, a user will be able to create an account, log into their account, and delete their account. But we're actually going to show delete account right at the very end. For now, we're just going to show create account and log into account. So going over to Postman, we're going to have a URL that the user will be currently at in order to actually run this endpoint. So the user will have to pass in their username and their password combination. So for example, we're going to pass in David Winfield, which is my first and last name. And whenever this request is committed, we see the message generated, user created successfully. However, if the username already exists in the database, we're going to get a message that says it already exists and nothing else will happen. I also have several admin functions set up in order to demonstrate that each of these endpoints are working and give us a broader idea of what the entire database is able to see. So just to verify that this user has been added, we're going to go to fetch all users and submit the request. And you can see we have a user ID, we have username, password. This is the user that we just created, and it's been successfully added to the database. Now, for a user to log in, they would have to enter in the same credentials. They would have to enter in their username and their password. And if it's successful, then we're going to see login successful. And it is also going to return the user ID for this user. So the user ID for this user is 1. However, if the credentials were incorrect, say we dropped that D right there, and we press send, we're going to see invalid username or password. Okay, so knowing that the user ID for this user is 1, we're going to copy that value and save it for later. Once the user has navigated past the account management page, they're going to be dropped on the home page where they're able to create a workout, fill it with exercises, view existing workouts that exist in their account, view each of the exercises that are contained in each workout that they have, modify existing workouts, such as changing their name or changing the exercises contained in the workouts, or entirely delete the workout and its exercises. So we're going to go back over here to Postman, and we're going to create a workout. This workout is going to be called full body workout, and it is going to be instantiated with these 4 different exercises. We have squats, bench press, deadlifts, and pull-ups. Note for the URL that This value right here is going to be the user's user ID to indicate that this workout is being created by that user, which is then going to be inserted into this workout's parameters. So after executing this, we see workout created successfully. Then when we go to fetch all workouts and take a look in our database, we can see that full body workout and the time stamp it was created at, as well as the user ID for who created it, and this workout's ID. So it was created successfully. Next, if we want to fetch the workouts that this user has, noting that the current user has the user ID of 1, when we submit this request, we're going to see the same thing, because right now this is the only workout that exists in our database. If we want to see all of the exercises that exists within this workout, all we need is the workout ID. So the workout ID is, of course, this one right here, because it is the first in our database. So when we go back up here to fetch this workout's exercises and we pass in that one, we're going to see a list containing squats, bench press, deadlifts, pull-ups. These are all of the different exercises that have been added to this workout. On top of that, the user is able to update their workout and the exercises contained. So for example, if the user passes in the name for the workout as well as the exercises, so like leg press, push-ups, deadlifts, pull-ups, noting that initially this exercise was set to squats, whenever we execute this, we're going to see workout modified successfully. The name of the workout won't change, but all of the exercises in it will. So prior, this was a different exercise. And you can see that this is now exercise ID number 5 instead, because this is an entirely new exercise. Just to kind of continue forward, if we are only changing the name of the workout, if we wanted to change this to, say, David's workout, then we would be able to do so without having to pass in that additional context of the exercises to change to. And we would see workout modified successfully. When we go over to fetch all workouts, we're going to see that full body workout change to David's workout. Cool. The user is also able to delete the workouts and exercises that are contained within their account. If they so wish, all they have to do is pass in the indicate which workout to delete. There would be a button to do so. And then after running this request to delete workout number 1, we'd see workout successfully deleted. Going back over here to workouts, we're going to see that it is entirely empty, as well as exercises. Okay, so now I'm briefly just going to create that same workout one more time, just to demonstrate that when we get over here to the ability to create a set, you're able to actually do so, because you do need to have an exercise and a workout to create a set, of course. So if we go over to exercises, we're going to borrow this exercise ID. Let's say the user is doing squats. All they would have to do is pass in, indicate that they are doing squats by using that exercises ID, which in this case is 9. And then they would have to enter in the weight that they are doing and the number of reps that they perform. So after submitting that, we're going to see this set be created. We're going to run that one more time to say that they did a second set that had the same parameters. But let's say that the third one only had 6 reps. Then we would also see this be added. And then when we go back to fetch all sets, we would see that we have that 110 for weight and reps, 110 weight and reps, 110 and no, 106 for weight and reps. So you can see that each set is unique and generated entirely from that API endpoint. You're also able to delete a set if you so please. Say the user entered in some data incorrectly after submitting their final workout and they want to update that or delete it entirely in this case. All you need to do is borrow the set ID. So let's say we're trying to delete this one right here, the one that only had 6 reps. We're going to borrow that set ID. Then we're going to come over here to the delete sets endpoint and paste that in as a parameter. And then after running this, we're going to see successfully deleted set. Then when we go back to fetch all sets, we are going to see that that third set no longer exists. It has been deleted entirely. And now to demonstrate the last ability of this, because of the way that we have the way that we have set up our database schema in order to delete each of these objects on cascade. So whenever the parent object is deleted, so will all of the child objects. So if we go back over here to delete a user, if we want to delete user David, which is the account that we've been working with this entire time, if we delete that from the user base, from the database, we're going to see user with username David successfully deleted. And then when we go back over here to fetch all users, we're going to see that we return an empty array. Same thing for workouts, same thing for exercises, and lastly, same thing for sets. So this will ensure that a user is able to completely remove all data from their database whenever they delete their account, if they so choose. And that completes the presentation. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think. Thank you.